Hello, long time no see. So, right now I'm here with Sonika. Uh, she's taking some time to come on Zoom. Hi, Sonika. Let me pin us both so that both of us can be seen on. And pin. Ah. Now, can you see on YouTube? We are live, both of us. Yeah, and I hope we both are being seen. Now, can you see on YouTube? We are live, both of us. Yeah, and Acha. I hope we both are being seen. It's lagging on YouTube. That's why I'm just seeing if we are both are being seen or not. So anybody who are seeing us, hi Anusuya. She's saying good evening. She's come. She's watching us live. Hi Anusuya. Good evening. Yeah, I'm here after nearly 3 weeks. Very sorry. I wasn't keeping so well, and that's why could not do my live sessions. So today we have Sonika here. Sonika, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So we have Sonika, and we both are here to discuss about all things MYP. So if you have any questions, okay, you can uh, comment on the YouTube uh, live session. I can actually see the live here on my phone, and if there are any queries, we will answer. In the meantime, okay, we are supposed to speak all things MYP. Sonika, what do you want to start with?
So the thing that's currently on my mind is to understand if we have any practical strategies
Mm.
that can help to bridge the gap between the transition of PYP to MYP
Acha.
and MYP 1 to MYP 2.
Acha. So you're looking at transition from PYP to MYP1, grade 6, and from grade 6 to grade 7. Okay.
Yes.
So what strategies are you looking at? Is it subject specific or what?
I am asking from the point of view of language and literature
So
because
how to transition?
PYP 5 English is language and literature in MYP, and
Hmm.
the
So now
expectation.
you have taught both PYP and MYP. Now I have not taught PYP. So I would like you to first say something, and then maybe I will add to it.
So in PYP, we are focusing majorly on writing skills,
Hmm.
age appropriate writing skills like letter writing, descriptive, exploring the elements of a story and narrative writing.
Okay.
And students have an exposure to one or two genres, and there is poetry, there's different types of poetry like haiku, diamante, depending on the age level. We start with acrostic, and then slowly children are able to come to a freestyle poetry writing.
Hmm.
Then there is exposure to figurative languages,
Hmm.
uh, and implementation of figurative language is really new, but they are able to understand what these basic figures of speech are. So this is where they are in a nutshell when it comes to PYP 5. When we move to MYP,
Hmm.
we are already with novels or introducing a classic in MYP 2. So I would like to know if there are any practical strategies that can help students easen up this transition, because when we start exploring the book and going in depth, they start
Mm.
to get little overwhelmed.
Mm.
And
So take some
usually
simple book, na? Why you want to take some classic or difficult this genre?
it's a simple book. It's age appropriate. For example, Swami and Friends to start with,
Acha. Yeah.
one,
Mm.
where the character is very active and cheerful character, and children can connect with their real life experiences.
Mm.
But still, when it is about a character, then we start talking about analysis, profiling, and then we have interpretation of why there's a certain way the character is doing, or certain type of behavioral focus we have. So I feel that children take a lot more time to get used to that, and my unit 1 usually drags more than my thought amount of time. So 6 weeks sometimes becomes easily stretches up to 7.5, 8 weeks by the time I reach my summative assessment. So I want to know if there are any practical strategies that we can implement from the day one, other than revisiting the learned concepts.
Mm. This is in grade 7, you're saying?
Grade 6, which is MYP
Grade
1.
6.
They
Ha
have
ha
moved
ha.
from PYP 5.
Mm. Mm. So then I would say, what are you doing in PYP 5? Okay. So bring it little down to your PYP also. Because you have taught the PYP and you are teaching MYP now, okay, it's a good idea for you to sit with the PYP teacher and look at your vertical articulation.
Okay.
Okay, so look at what skills are being taught, or the learning progression. Now it is learning progression, na? In the PYP, your document.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes.
Look at the learning progression of your PYP. Look
Mhm.
at the subject objectives of the MYP and see how you can do a backward, articulation of the content that you want to teach. Because right now you're talking about content, and the skills and the content, what
Yes.
knowledge and what skills they need to have. Okay, so have a look at that and then start doing it from grade 4, grade 5, little by little. Don't
Okay.
wait till grade 6 to
Mhm.
teach. So nobody says, it's not that students don't know how to do character analysis. Okay, you can start with Cinderella also, or in the lower classes, whatever books you are taking, you can start with character analysis over there. Analysis need not be as complex as how it is in the grade 6, grade 7. You can tone it down, right?
Yes.
And
So
right
start
now
with
we
a
have,
character that they are already familiar with.
yeah, and you have so many AI tools now. So you just have to say over there, okay, this is a thing. How do I tone it down to PYP when the learning progression is this? Okay?
Mm.
So you will get idea. So the same thing I face problem when students come from PYP to grade 6 science.
Okay.
Okay. So in science, I take nearly a month and a half for the students to teach criteria B and C, which is the lab investigation. Why? Because the students have not done lab investigation. They would have done some demonstration or lab investigation, but they have not learned how to write academically, how to write a lab report. And because of that, I'm sitting and struggling in grade 6, 1.5 months, teaching them actually how to do a lab report, because 50% of your criteria is lab report. If you look at criteria A, B, C, D, B and C are lab report. You are frozen. Can you hear me? Sonika? Hello? You were frozen.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, like I said, the problem that you are facing in language and literature, same way I face when I teach grade 6 sciences, with lab investigation, with research report. Okay. So that's why we need to sit together as a science department with the teachers of PYP and the MYP and also the DP, because again there is transition from grade 10 to 11, right? Okay, and then you articulate your curriculum, the skills and the content and the concepts that you're going to teach.
Mm.
Okay, then the transition will be smooth.
So currently we have 4 units in language and literature.
Mm,
I wanted to know if we can make the unit 1
mm.
like a bridging unit for that first 6 weeks instead of diving into the actual unit 1. What is your suggestion on this, ma'am?
So the same thing was with sciences, okay? Where we said that lab report, we will do the very first unit in grade 6, MYP 1 should be, which will focus on the lab skills, because criteria A is test. Okay, knowledge and understanding that I can do with any of the unit, but my lab investigation, which is criteria B and C, I need to teach it. So my first unit is on measurements. Okay,
Hmm.
because when I'm teaching measurements, I can do labs over there. I will teach them all the lab apparatus that they will be using, right? So I took a unit, and through that unit, I taught them the lab skills. So maybe
I
you
think
can
this is
think
a better
about it.
idea. This is a better idea, ma'am, because I have now currently in the present academic year, we have tuned into our unit 3.
Mm,
But what when I sit and reflect on my planners of unit 1 and 2 and the student learning experiences and the reflections that I have gathered at the end of the unit, what I'm able to gauge is that maybe a proper bridge, not a bridge course, because when we say a bridge course, it should end in 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong. But
mm,
here I'm talking about an elaborate 6 week, uh, you know, uh, course or a well planned session wherein we can revisit all the essentials, maybe revisit all the parts of speech, then revisit all the basic figure of speech, and then introduce or go back and revisit those books that they have read in PYP 4 and 5 and have a discussion on those books that will help them to organically lead into the new book that I want to introduce at the end of that 6 week session. So this is
ah,
something that I have currently reflected on by the end of both the units that we have completed.
ठीक है.
The question is, ma'am, if I want to make that as my unit 1, should I still have 4 units apart from that?
See, you have to teach the genres, you know,
Yes.
how you teach, okay, and what you teach is up to you. You have to meet the requirements of world literature. You have to meet the requirements of teaching the different genres. Okay,
Yes.
you have to meet the requirements of the objectives, assessment objectives. If you're
Mm.
meeting all those things, then doesn't make sense, doesn't make a difference, right? Whether you're doing 4 units or 5 units. Because for science also, I cannot finish in 4 units. So I may have 5 or 6 units in science.
Yes, yes,
And maybe
yes.
one unit is shorter than the other unit. Not necessary that all units would be 6 weeks.
Got it. So that bandwidth is my freedom to take a call on, and then how
Yeah.
the time span, okay, runs.
Yeah, you decide now how you want to do. Because nowhere it says that you have to do it in this way only. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
quite flexible. As long as you meet the requirements of the subject, all global contexts are addressed in the 5 years of the program. All key concepts, related concepts are addressed in the 5 years of the program. You know?
Yes.
Service unit is there. One IDU is there. So these are all the requirements. If you fulfill all those requirements, and all assessment criteria strands have to be assessed at least twice, right, in a year. So if all these
Hmm.
requirements are met, I don't think so there is any problem with 5 units or 4 units or whatever.
Correct. Understood, ma'am.
बोलो और क्या क्वेश्चन है.
That was one thing on my head.
हाँ, and also when we have that transition day in PYP, when the students are there, so there are certain activities done, right? Like over in my previous school, my students used to go to different classes to experience how the different classes would be, right? And the science teacher would do some science experiments. Like I was teaching science, so I wanted to know whether they know how to do a lab report. So I gave them a task to do during that transition day, which is the most busiest day in the mall. Okay, I
Hmm.
used to give this question. So then they used to brainstorm and think about, okay, how am I going to do this investigation? Yeah. So it was a nice thing because the students got to know the scientific method also. And plus, this was something which they like, right? They go to them also. Some students said that Saturday would be busiest, so the number of people would be more. One student came up with Friday would be the busiest because it is the day when movie gets released, and nowadays all malls have movie theaters. So they are thinking, right? And they are
Real
coming
life
up with their
experience.
hypothesis. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that helped. So such kind of tasks or investigation if you give, then they will also be interested, na? And they will use their brain.
Correct.
Yeah. So the transition from PYP and MYP is one thing. Okay. Again, from transition from MYP to
I think
DP
one
is
thing,
another thing.
yeah.
Because I have had DP teachers come and complain to me that what is MYP doing? Students are not prepared with content knowledge. What are you doing in MYP? Same way, when students come from PYP to grade 6, we say, na, the MYP teachers say, what are they doing? They have no skills. They don't come with
Yeah,
writing
they have done
skills.
nothing in PYP is our feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, they just do activity. What kind of activity do they do? So yeah, it's always that we are blaming each other. So the solution would be sit together and then see where the gaps are, right? Because you
Correct.
are only teaching, right? This as a teacher in that school. So anyways, you all have department meetings. Then why don't you have meetings with the curriculum, different programs also?
Yes, ma'am. We take it up
Mm.
usually every year when before we start our academic session, we review the curriculum based on the previous year's reflections. So definitely this is a doable thing.
Uh, yeah. Or Aki, so you are doing a session for the Unconference 2025.
Yes.
This is like a promotion. Hello, people, those who are watching us. Today is the last day for early bird
The early bird
registration.
offer ends today.
Yes, tonight, 12 o'clock, midnight. So please take advantage of it and sign up for Unconference 2025. You will really be missing out on things, if you're not going to attend. Sonika, what are you going to do in the unconference?
So my topic for the unconference is advanced ATL strategies
Hmm.
to
So
move
what are you going to
ahead
do?
and dive deep into the ATL and
So what should I expect? थोड़ा प्रमोशन
expect.
कर बता तो सही मतलब पूरा मत बता.
I was about to ask you that.
थोड़ा थोड़ा बता
मेरा
which will.
सस्पेंस चला जाएगा.
नहीं थोड़ा थोड़ा बता ना ताकि people को लगेगा कि oh I'm going to miss this if I don't attend.
So, we will be having collaborative discussions on how we can actually implement or actually bring the ATL live into the classroom and not keep it as an add-on.
अच्छा.
Something that we will be looking at.
You are going to teach certain strategies or what?
Yes, yeah, we have certain strategies, and we are also going to explore the criterion, how the criterion can connect to an ATL, and how can it come alive in a class. And the same with PYP, we will refer to continuums, we will refer to the strands and criteria in MYP. So yes,
अच्छा. So yeah, I'm also waiting for your session. You didn't ask about my session.
you should, ma'am. You should talk about your session. People here will be more willing to know about that first.
Yeah, so my session, I don't have breakout with anybody because I know that when I put my session along with the others, then the other facilitators complain. They say that if you're going to keep your session, then nobody will come to ours. So that's why I kept a separate session for myself, being selfish. So my session is on the assessment capable educator. Okay, so what does it mean to become an assessment capable? educator. So we will look at how we can design authentic assessments, then also about feedback and feed forward. Uh, with formative assessments, what do we do? And different people have different ideas about what formative assessments are. Okay, if you ask a PYP teacher, you will get one answer. If you ask an MYP teacher, you will get another answer. If you ask a
Different.
DP teacher, they will give you another answer. So I would want to share what actual formative assessments are, and feedback and feed forward. What do they mean? Okay. So yeah, so how you become an assessment capable educator. What does it mean? So I did send a questionnaire yesterday to the groups on
Mm.
WhatsApp group as well as on the Global Classroom LinkedIn group. So if you have not uh, answered the questionnaire, please answer it, because the points are out of 90, and you will get to know how capable are you. And if you get a low score, I will share the score with whoever has attempted, because your email ID is with me. I will share the score with you, and then you will get to know where do I need to make some changes in order to score higher as an assessment capable educator. I will also give you a checklist of what you need to do in order to become an assessment capable educator. So I hope I have
So
uh,
let me just dig out your post and then reflect. Where
yeah,
am
so
I?
yesterday's WhatsApp message, and those who are live over here, please go on my LinkedIn, this also, the Global Classroom group. Or if you scroll for my posts also, what I have posted, you will find that questionnaire. Attempt the questionnaire. I'll let you know how many points you have gained.
Also, ma'am, anything that we can look up to for our amazing keynote speaker?
Oh wow. Yeah. Mr. Curtis Beaverford, he is a professor in the Tamagawa University, and he runs the IBEC course. And he's been in the MYP for many, many years. He was the uh, MYP manager. Okay, MYP manager when I was a coordinator. This was in 2012. Okay, so from then I know him, and he has been kind enough to accept as a keynote speaker, and he'll be telling us how he uses Notebook LM.
Okay.
So he uses it to create study materials for his students, IBEC students. So you will get to learn
For the
how you.
IBEC course.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
even if you want to create your study materials for your lessons, for your subjects, okay, you'll get to know. He will teach you. He will explain how he did. Or maybe we can ask when he's with us during the keynote, okay? I'll tell him keep 10 minutes separately for Q&A. So yeah, so I'm waiting for his session, because his session can be very interesting. And
I'm waiting.
you should not miss it. Mm. You're lucky you don't have to pay anything, because you you are participating as a facilitator. Yeah. Otherwise,
Thankful for the opportunity, ma'am.
yeah. Otherwise, even if you have to pay the unconference is not so costly. Okay. For early bird, being the global classroom member, 1,800 is nothing. You get to attend. You get the recordings and the resources for 14 sessions.
Mm.
You don't get it so cheap anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And plus you get to network with the
Yes. I think
educators,
I
right?
think that's one more beautiful part of meeting new educators,
Yeah.
taking different points of view, and I think it's a day full of takeaways for us.
And we have educators from all the different sections, PYP, MYP, and DP.
GP.
And this time we also have people from not only from India, but also from the UAE and the Middle East. Yeah. So Oscar is there. Penny, who is in Spain, she is there. Um, Aisel is there. Okay. Eliana is a very good presenter,
I
facilitator
have
for
met her,
language
yes.
and literature. In fact, I had recommended you, right, for English language and literature. She's very helpful.
She
So
is
she's,
taking a session right, ma'am.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
she's
saw that,
taking a
yes.
session. Yeah. So then we also have Subha. Um,
Mm.
PYP also we have a few educators who will take the session. So yeah, you should take the opportunity and not miss it. People, those who are watching, early bird, sign up. You have time only till 12 p.m.
Yeah, a few more hours to go.
12 a.m. Yeah, few more hours to go. Acha, what else?
Looking forward to the big day, ma'am. Preparation is on.
Hmm. ठीक है. So think about what topic we need to talk about again, है ना? And then we'll go live again. You
Sure.
can prepare some questions. You can ask me. I'll prepare some questions to ask you.
Sure, ma'am.
हाँ, ठीक है फिर. People, like, share, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for